Let's do this unboxing. It is a Smart Follow selfie stick tripod. Found it on Amazon. And with the Amazon Days deals coming up, I thought I would try it. I got a $10 off coupon on it. It is regular $49.99. And I got the $10 coupon, so it brought it down to $39.99. So that's a lot more like it. But now they've also got a promotion where if you buy certain items, you can get it for 30% off. So I didn't get that, but I did at least get the $10 off coupon. Hopefully it'll be worth it. It's got the auto face tracking. It also has other features are a Bluetooth. I'm just going to read from the side of the box. Bluetooth remote control, built-in quadrangle super anti-shake, horizontal and vertical screens can be adjusted at will. Stainless steel rod body. It folds up. Length is between 32 to 180 centimeters. I got the one that's marked long because I wanted it to be tall. Long is kind of an odd phrasing, but we'll go with it. Gestures are the OK gesture for continued use of the equipment. Palm sign is for suspension of the equipment. Block gesture, which is thumbs up, which blocks the recognition function. And the Beal locked face tracking is the two fingers. And it says AI follows the head, material, ABS, and electronic components. And we've already talked about the size, and it is a Type-C USB rechargeable. Now, if the battery is charged, I'm going to do hopefully a first test, first impressions. If not, I'll have to try it out some more, and then we'll find out together. I'm hoping it'll track either myself or Service Dog Pipsie. That's my big hope, because sometimes I would like to track him in some of the videos, and he just goes whirling faster than I can track with my phone. So I'm hoping this can keep up with him. We're going to see. And by the way, my name's Gayle, and welcome to my channel where we're all about being bodacious, which means you're not going to let life get in the way of living. And of course, I'm going to ask you to give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already joined us here. Speaking of joining us, let's check the chat where we have Spider-Man the Hero. Hello. And Valerie Reese, it's all about the adventure. Spider-Man says charge it up first. I will charge it up. I'm hoping it's charged. I would like to do the unboxing on it together and unbox it live. I've had requests for that. So that's what I'm going to do. And then if it's not charged, I'll come back and do an actual full review on it. But this says there's no need to download the app, which I thought was really good, which means it's going to have AI face tracking. And I like that it's going to have the horizontal and vertical switching that I can do. But another thing that I thought was really cool is I can put this, supposedly, it will fit on a regular tripod. So I can definitely test that out because that will give just that much more height, which is really nice. Because I think I need the height sometimes. Oh, you turned it off? I'm going to try not to do that again, Peter. I feel really bad. Great Christmas gift. How many days until Christmas? The answer to that is not enough. But fortunately, we've got the Amazon Prime days first. So I'm really glad for that. All right, let's open it up and see what we got here. I bought it because I keep losing my selfie stick tripods. And because I want one that's got face tracking on it again. I had one that's got face tracking, but I can't find it. But it was just a little tabletop version. 3 months, so 90 days till Christmas or so. Oh my. All right, now I just dropped something here. What did I drop? I dropped the user's manual, whoops, which is in English. So I dropped that, and it's got its own USB charging cord all over here so you can see it. But let's look at this part first. Yay! That's got a little bit of weight behind it, but not bad. It's supposed to weigh in at 14 ounces, and I do think it's around that. Doesn't feel too heavy. It feels good and firm. So, yay. And it's got the quadrupod feature. Now, the quadrupod I really like because it really is more stable than a tripod. It's not always as adjustable. Like with a tripod, you can kind of adjust the 3 feet on it. So if you need it to do, if you want to balance it and you've got, let's say, uneven ground, then with a 3-prong tripod, you can usually adjust that a little bit better than you can a quadrupod just because you don't have as many feet. But you also don't have the weight of that you do with a quadrupod, so it's all just kind of I keep pushing. Okay, so let me show you. The bottom of this has a button that says push, and I can tell you, you have to push that in pretty good. So there we go. Uh-oh. Don't tell me that. Let me pull it up. Let me see. If I'm lagging, I'm not sure what I can do, if anything. I did dumb it down on the resolution because I thought that might help. Let's see. Okay. So I don't see lagging on my end. I just pulled up the actual YouTube video to look at it. Whoops. Let me turn the sound off on that. Spider-Man says, okay, Spider-Man says I'm lagging. Valerie says she doesn't have it. And Spider-Man says it's okay right now. All right, good. Woo! That's a good thing. Let me turn off the sound on that, and I'll punch it up sometimes. Okay. So let me pull this back up so I can show you again. All right, the very bottom of it has the button that says push, and you're going to have to push it in really good because if you don't, it doesn't open. But once you push it in pretty good, it slides really good for opening and closing. No problems there. Let's see about the height. You do have to pull on it pretty good to get the height, to get it to come up in the world. Let me see. Now, you can't see this part, but I have 1 foot on 2 legs of the quadrupod, and that is making it much easier to pull up. So it's going to be nice and tall, which I like. Let me see this feature in case I want to pan it. That's smooth. That rotates smoothly. So good there. I turn it on, and it's flashing. So it's trying to connect to my phone. Let me make sure my Bluetooth actually is turned on. Whoops, wrong one. Pair new device. Come on, available devices. And it just says selfie. So I'm pairing it. Let's see if it pairs easily. It did. And according to the Bluetooth, it says I have 99% on the battery. So I'll be able to test it. Yay. Now, I'll hold it down so you can see. It's going to go really smoothly. Is this going to go smoothly? Yes. This will turn and adjust. Portrait, aka vertical. And there we go. Pull it up, turn it, and then back down for landscape. All right. So that's pretty nifty. I can already tell you that with most of these, I'm going to have to take the phone out of my holder because that's just the way it is. The holder is just so thick. And let's see here. I've got this turned on. Oh, and you do, I didn't show you. This little part right here, you do have to loosen it or tighten it. And it's got the green part, so it is trying to work. So let me see how this is going to go. We're going to start it. I'm going to stand up over here. I'm going to move. Let me move the tripod first so I can get up. Move that over here. Okay, let me see here. And let me see what those commands are. For Tripod 360, face recognition, no need to download the app, yada, 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 yada. OK gesture for continued use of the equipment. And lock face tracking. We pull it up so it can find my face. There we go. Hi. Okay, there we go. Oh, do y'all see that? It is moving. Okay, so it is moving. Can you all see that? No, I don't have to say that. I'm going to try not to do it again. So it is moving some. I don't think it's going to go fast enough to catch Pacer, though. And it doesn't want to move down. So it is moving side to side. Let me go this way. Hello, over here. Okay, so it's not wanting to do 360, but I'll keep working on that. So for it not to have an app, this seems 75% of the way, we'll say. But I am pretty pretty glad that it is moving at all. All right. Now, let's give it a whirl and see if it will go on the tripod. I have an extremely tall tripod. I'm going to turn you off for right now. Okay. So I'm going to need to work with it. Let's see if it will actually fit. I don't think it'll fit on the tripod. I think a tripod will fit on it. Because there's the screw mount. Yeah, this is not going to fit on a tripod, but a tripod is going to fit on it. In a lot of cases, I think you're going to have a selfie stick tripod with the standard 1/4 inch mount to be able to put on this. So that's a little bit misleading. Yep, support for tripods. It doesn't say selfie stick tripods. That's a little bit of a bummer, because I was really hoping that I could put this on the tripod. The only thing I could think of is if this comes apart. I doubt seriously that the base is going to come off. Let me get the user manual out. Well, that's a whoops. I don't know if it was supposed to do that or not. Oh, I think it was. Okay. Yep, it was. So this mount right here actually will go on the tripod. So it will need, okay, you'll need to get the screw. There is a special 1/4 inch screw. You will need that. It does not seem to have that. At least on this tripod, you're going to have it. So that's still kind of a bummer for me. You know, this end will go on, but that's not going to get me where I want to go, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no. So, not too sure about that. So I'm going to go with my first thought, which is a selfie stick tripod is going to fit on it, but it's not going to go the other way. Gayle got a screw loose. Yeah, I believe that. Except we found it when we were in New Mexico last time, because that's one of the things we took out of our tire. So that was a pain. And I do have the remote. Let's pair it and see if that works. If it's not already paired. I think it is. You see. Nope, it's not. So that is, you're going to have to do 2 pairings on this. So, okay, so I just did a second pairing. And this is working. So that's good. So that the pairing worked on both. You are going to have to do 2 pairings according to what I just did. And this is also USB-C rechargeable. So, okay, I'm going to classify this as a definite maybe. What do you all think? I am a little bummed out that it won't fit on a tripod without more stuff. Unless I'm overlooking something, which is also possible. Operating interface. Okay. Phone clip. Yes. That's this gizmo. Okay. Phone clip. Nut connector. That's this one. Camera spot. Yes. Camera. Yes. 4 on and off key. Got it. 5 Type-C charging port. Yes. Locking knob fixes the bottom of the gimbal. Yes. Got that. Remote control just showed you. Handle. This part. Telescopic rod. Tripod base opens with 1 click. Bluetooth name is Selfie. Got that. And yeah. And it says takes about 2 hours to fully charge. Has a low power battery warning at less than 10%. I kind of wish it had a low power warning at a little bit more than that, because at less than 10%, that doesn't give you a lot of time to react. But it does say that the green steady on, steady red means the status is temporary. You have to press 1 to resume tracking. Now, I don't know how you're going to press 1 unless it's on the remote. That makes no sense to me. But if it starts blinking red, the power is low. Okay. And you double click it for a 360 panorama. Okay. So I'm going to play around with it some more. But right now, I'm going to say definite maybe. If it doesn't look like it's going to work, it's going to go back. That's just the way it is. But right now, I'm somewhat positive. And it looks like the little camera may be right there. So what are y'all thinking? Read the manual. Read the manual, LOL. Yep. Valerie's saying questionable. Yep. I'm thinking that too. And don't worry, Peter, I am going to read the manual, but that's pretty much everything it says. Other than it also says, don't get wet, don't use it in the water. You know, the regular stuff. And it is AI follows the lead. We figured that one out. Net weight is 450 grams, so that's less than a pound. That's about 13, 14 ounces just off the top of my head. So yeah, definite maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll give it some more time and we'll see. So yeah, that's all I've got for tonight. It came in today and I just wanted to go ahead and do a live unboxing on it because, like I said, that's been requested a couple of times now. So there we go. I will do an actual some testing on it and do an actual review on it a little later. But questionable, maybe. I think that's where I'm going to. I think that's where I'm going. So thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Yep. And let's see, it does not look like I'm lagging anymore, so that's good. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I'm still doing the live stream tomorrow night where we're going to go over some of the receipts from my last trip. And we're just going to kind of evaluate them and see what I needed to do to tighten up some of my expenses to make it more of a budget trip. So, yeah. I hated that this doesn't appear to be, fast tracking enough for my service dog. I was really hoping, really hoping. I do think if all I needed was a tripod, just a regular selfie stick tripod, quadrupod without face tracking, it would be fine for that. But that's not what I bought it for. So we'll see. And hopefully, after I do the receipts tomorrow night, I can give you an update. Okay? So I'll be on at 7:30 tomorrow night. So thank you all again. Go out, have a bodacious week. Don't let life get in the way of living. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, you all.